I'm Cecilia, I live in Zurich and I love train travel, and I'm trying to visit all 1,720 public transport train stations in Switzerland. Back in April, I spent the morning in Zurich, went for coffee with a friend, and in the afternoon I did a small bit of the Alpine Panorama Trail. It's a hike across Switzerland that I started all the way back in 2021, and I've been doing it in little bits ever since. Good morning. It's actually fairly early. I am off to Milchbar near Paradeplatz, so it's a cafe near the centre of Zurich, and I'm meeting a friend for breakfast. He's not always in Zurich, he's currently mostly living in Germany, so I'm taking advantage of the fact that he's here, and hopefully we'll have a nice time sitting in the little courtyard of the cafe. So looking forward to that. Bloomberg hat ja inzwischen in London so ein tolles Gebäude. Und das Schaf geht drumrum. Lustig. Back from breakfast, which was good, but I probably made the wrong choice in choosing feta rather than avocado. I am going to pack really quickly. I've got about 15 minutes to pack everything up for hiking. I'm going to go continue the hike across Switzerland that I've been doing in tiny sections. Today is fairly straightforward, although quite steep. And I've basically broken up the rest of the journey into more manageable chunks, because I don't think I can do like 17 kilometers or something, not at least like, well, my foot keeps hurting again, my back's still like kind of dodgy, so yeah, trying to be somewhat sensible, a little bit sensible. Changed, packed, I think I'm ready to go. I'm trying to think if I've forgotten anything, so I guess we'll find out. We are leaving Zurich 3 minutes delayed, and the amazing thing is that that's like not normal. So this is the train to Bern. I'm going from Zurich to Bern. It's going to take about 56 minutes as usual, and then I should have 8 minutes to change in Bern, but even if that turns up to be like 5 or something, that's fine. And then I'm taking the train from Bern to Schwarzenburg, which is going to take another 35 minutes. So that takes me back to the place where I hiked to 2 days ago, and I'll be continuing the hike that I started years ago. This bit is only 7.48 kilometers, in theory anyway. It's really flat for roughly the first half, and then the second half looks tough. So it'll be nearly 500 meters elevation gain, so 496 meters gain in like 4 kilometers at most. So that feels like a lot to me. I'm sure to other people it's like this is super easy and straightforward, but to me that's a lot. I've got some snacks with me for later. I had breakfast, well, like actually already 3 hours ago, so or like nearly 3 hours ago. Anyway, I've got my book with me. I'll probably have some water. I'm not feeling great because I barely slept last night. I just, for no good reason, I was just stressing. And hopefully the hike goes all right. time despite the late start, and I need to go to platform number 13, sections D to F. So we'll see how far that is. Eine Käsepizza bitte. Got a pretzel with cheese, and I'm gonna have that. 35 minutes, as I said, so not too long. I don't think I'm going to nap because I think I might sleep through the stop, so best not to. Oh man, I've got such a headache. Can't wait to go to sleep tonight. But yeah, the weather's great though, so it should be a very nice hike. I'm just so tired. We're supposed to arrive in Schwarzenburg in 3 minutes, and I'm actually quite pleased with myself about. I've been meaning to be better about prepping for the actual hike while on the train rather than once I arrive, because it does actually take a few minutes to, like put everything that you were using on the train away, put sunscreen on. Like I have this little bag that I put on the belt of the rucksack, so everything is ready to go. The only thing that I need to do once I'm on the platform is start my Garmin InReach Mini, so like the little GPS thingy. My parents have the link for tracking me, so it's just they're obviously like the people that I tell where I'm going and stuff. They've got my route, they've got my location, they've got everything. So just because I'm constantly hiking alone. So yeah, about to arrive now, and there are some really nice views of the mountains already.
Wir treffen in Schwarzenburg ein. Endbahnhof. Die BLS bittet Sie auszusteigen und verabschiedet sich von Ihnen.
Well, the train arrived 4 minutes ago, and I've started everything I need to start, and I am starting my proper hike as well. The first 3.4 or something kilometers are pretty much flat, so no hiking poles or anything for that. Oh, there is a pavement there. Don't want to walk through the parking lot if I can help it. There is apparently a castle that I'm going to pass soonish, which makes sense. This is called Schwarzenburg, and Burg means castle, so looking forward to that. And apart from that, ridiculously nice day. Literally completely blue skies, not a cloud in sight. It's been like that for a few days now. It's crazy. So yeah, let's see how it goes. 2 kilometers in, and this is so nice. Like super easy walking, of course, because it's been on paved roads pretty much, but super quiet ones. So this has been incredibly pleasant. And like when they're in fenced off areas, I quite like seeing all the animals. I just, as I said previously, like I get a little bit concerned. Also, like the cows that I can see over there, They've got like massive horns, so yeah, a bit scary. And I do know like they could probably jump over this fence, but I don't know, I feel better with it. Just walking along next to these cows with their very pretty but very pointy horns. And a tractor went past, and it was driven by a very small boy, like maybe 4 or 5, with some big ear protectors on. And I did that once. My sister and I got to drive the tractor that belonged to one of our mum's best friend's husband, and we had the best time. We sent them a fax to confirm the time and date when we'd be able to go and meet them, or like go to their house for it. And we were so excited. And on the same day, I think it's the same day, we also got to hold piglets, because where we lived in northern Germany was all like just endless potato fields and pig farms. And I loved the piglet. The piglet was super nice. And like, I think the film Babe had been in cinemas not too long previously. So we were really into piglets. It was very exciting. It was so warm and so wriggly and so big compared to me. So that was like a big day. Definitely like one of my highlights of living in northern Germany, which otherwise like I didn't really like very much. But that part was awesome. The tractor and the piglet. I'm just over 3 kilometers in, and I've kind of come from one direction the whole way now, and now I'm going that way, which is going to go clearly like this is where it starts going uphill a little bit. So wish me luck. That's where I came from. That's where I'm going. Taking a little bit of a break. This picnic table is amazing. I think this would easily fit 10 people or something. It seems super sturdy, has tons of space, looks great. And there's a nice view as well. So overall pretty great spot to take a break. I'm having some water, actually having quite a lot of water. I've probably had like half the water in this bottle. And I am going to use my sunscreen again and then get going after a bit of a breather. This was the first properly steep section. Actually, I'm going to take my hiking poles out, because from now on until the end of this hike, there are like 3 little bits, including the very end, which are more or less flat. And each of them are only about 200 meters or so. And apart from that, the next, how long is it, 3 kilometers are uphill, pretty steep as well, like up to 39 degrees according to my app, which for me is a lot, like a lot. So far, none of it has been something that's stressed me out too much, because there wasn't anywhere other than the path that I would fall onto if I did slip. Like, it's not on a steep hill or something like that, where if you lose your footing, you might fall somewhere dangerously, which I hate that. I don't really like. Ideally, I don't want any hikes like that. So, like, I'm enjoying this hike. I really am. But this is going to be steep. Like, this next bit that I'm looking at is a fairly steep hill, and that's like the least intense of the colours on the map for the rest of the hike. Like, look at this. Will it show you? I don't know if it's going to show it in the light, but basically if it's a little bit steep, it's yellow, and that purple is essentially like I have to really, really, really watch my footing. So yeah, but looking forward to this. This is going to be good, and I'm not nearly as tired as I was before, so it's going well. Just about 6 kilometers in, 5.92 at the moment. There's a nice view here. There are some houses, and like you can look into the valley, and then this is where the steepest bit starts. There are some houses here, and then this very nice view of the valley, and then this is where the steep bit starts. Gosh, definitely starting off strong. This is quite the angle. So, got the poles there, so it'll be fine. There's a bit with a bunch of benches here, and there are views in both directions. It's so pretty. So, taking a quick break and gonna have some water, and I love that I can see the taller mountains again. So cool. I can see into the valley, and the sort of, I suppose it's the start of the Swiss plateau on this side. But yeah, so nice. And there's only a small amount of elevation gain left now. So let me see. I'm currently at 1,210 meters, and I need to, it's only another 40 meters of elevation gain. And then like back down to 1,117 meters. So I think that's quite manageable now. But I'm not sure if there's going to be a view at the top. It looks like there are trees over there. So this might be the highest view I get today. So I'm going to make the most of it. I'd seen this viewing platform in the route description, but I forgot about it, so it's a nice surprise now. Right, definitely going to need both hands. I think I'm going to leave the poles down here. Was excellent. fantastic view up there, and especially nice having forgotten that it was coming up. The only reason why I'm leaving after only a few minutes is because I think I can just catch a bus at 5 to 5, so I think that should be fine. Yeah, I've got like 10 minutes and it's 500 meters, so I think that should be plenty, even though it is quite downhill. This was the highest point on the hike today, and it's only a short way down. And there was a guy at the on the viewing platform taking photos with a very nice camera, and then I saw his rucksack. Oh, there's like a little house there. Oh gosh. Oh, that's amazing. Today is a great day for picnic tables, I think. And there's like a gorgeous view. Wow. Some people put a ton of effort into this. This is so nice. Right, well, as I was saying, I do have a slight deadline, so I'm going to get a move on. But yeah, the guy up there, I saw his rucksack, and I was like, I think, do we have the same rucksack? He only spoke English, so we switched to English, and yeah, same rucksack. And his camera was the A7, what did he say? A7 something 3. Oh gosh, but another one of the Sony Alpha 7 series, so super similar to mine. Can't believe I've already forgotten, that's embarrassing. But yeah, how fun. I'm really annoyed I don't have my camera with me actually. That would have been a lovely spot to take some photos, but then I would have also taken longer, so maybe it's for the best that I don't have it. But yeah, it was so nice running into somebody else who's out here with a camera. I think there are some switchbacks now. Either I made a mistake earlier tapping on the wrong bit of the route, or the app had my location wrong for a minute, but it's actually another 700 meters and I've got 7 minutes, so that's not ideal. That is not ideal. I feel like I'm just going to miss this stupid bus, aren't I, because I can't go quickly while I'm going downhill like this, so a bit frustrating. It is what it is. The weather's lovely. If I have to wait, I've got my book. Onto the bus. I'm so pleased. The bus did wait for me for like 15 seconds or something like that. It was literally already at the bus stop when I turned around the corner. But I'm so pleased because this connection only exists once an hour, so otherwise it would have been a full hour later, and then this way I will arrive back in Zurich at 7, which is ideal. Really pleased with that. The views, even from the bus, are gorgeous, and basically I'm going back to where I started my hike on this bus. So I'm taking this one as far as Schwarzenburg again, and the bus is going to take 21 minutes, which honestly is quite satisfying because it's so annoying when you've been hiking for hours and then the public transport back takes like 5 minutes. So 21 minutes on this one, and then basically the same route back as before, Schwarzenburg to Bern on the train, which is going to take how long is that? 26 minutes, and then another 56 minutes from Bern to Zurich. First of the two trains back now, and there was a water fountain at the train station. There often is, so I've refilled both my water bottles, so I'm all set for the journey home. And there was a little booklet downstairs with, like, these are basically ideas for trips in this area. It's like by the train slash boat operator for the area, and I always like looking at these, and I mean, the views are beautiful. I think I'm gonna have a lovely journey back, and I think possibly, like, I've only been on this type of train maybe once or twice, because it's a double-decker train, but it's a BLS double-decker train. Definitely haven't been on these frequently, maybe once or twice at most, and I really like the tables. They're like really big and nice, so looking forward to this little journey. The train was like 3 minutes late, but not an issue. I'll still make my connection easily. Just heading over to the other platform. It's so nice and warm still. This is lovely. And as usual, when it's Friday evenings or Sunday evenings, it feels like there's an invasion going on. Not really, but there are just a lot of people in uniforms around. Last train of the day for me, and so far this trip back home has gone incredibly quickly, I feel like. So, ooh, look at the river, it's so nice. I don't know if you can see that. Such nice views. The weather has just been incredible. Just can't wait to go home and have dinner soon and sleep soon as well. In Zurich right on time, and I have most things that I need for dinner at home, but I would like nectarines. I really like nectarines, and supposedly they are in stock at a Milchbar next to the train station, so I'm going to go there first and then home. No luck, unfortunately, and anywhere else that is supposed to have them in stock is quite far away, and the tiredness is probably kicking in again, so I'm just gonna head home and hopefully get some nectarines tomorrow. Why are they so rare? Like, I really like them. We hardly ever have them in shops. the main place that I used to always buy nectarines when it wasn't like fully nectarine season was Yomoli, and that's closed, so still annoyed about that. Anyway, heading back to Europa earlier now. Just got back. I have been plotting on my phone. I think I'm going to try and go to parkrun tomorrow in Basel, just across the border in Germany. So we'll see if I manage to work that out. But for right now, I have a few things to tidy up, but actually not bad because I'm planning on going hiking tomorrow again, just because the weather's so nice. Like, if I don't make progress on that hike now, it'll never happen. So yeah, probably not unpacking very much, but I do have laundry to do. I have some stuff in the kitchen. I need to make dinner. So, oh, and I need to have my tea. Oh, the tea that I don't like. This one. This is nothing against Yorkshire. I just don't like any black tea right now, and I'm trying to like it. So this is my project. And I didn't do yesterday, which was only day 2, but it was so late, I really couldn't face it. So yeah, a few bits and pieces to do, and then I'll probably watch something. I was thinking about watching a film, not sure I'm gonna have time, but we'll see. Okay, I'm gonna get on with things. I had dinner while watching Castle, had some dessert, which was yogurt and fruit as usual, and then had my very, very milky tea. I'll see you next time.